we're looking at the match referee, Sean Hurston from County Tyrone. He's in charge of the third All-Ireland quarter-final. Who will join Kerry and Mayo? That's the big question. The neighbours are battling it out here for that third spot. What a day will be for both counties, whichever one is ultimately successful. Louth playing in their traditional red and white jerseys, playing from left to right as we look. And it's a beautiful day in our capital city, and we're looking forward to a good game of football. Going into the attack is James Maguire, heading towards goal and getting inside the cover. Good work on this occasion by Monaghan, and they work the ball out.
Yeah, great tackle by Ryan McAnespie. If Rory Began is a huge blow, and he absolutely is, Ryan McAnespie back into the starting 15 is massive for Monaghan.
Aaron Carey from Clontibret. Often saw him playing wing back, but a little bit more settled up on the half-forward line now. As Monaghan going to the attack, and Conor McCarthy had a wonderful season, playing for both Scottstown and indeed for his county here. Good to see Ryan McAnespie back in the starting 15, although he might be wearing number 21 during this particular quarter-final. Desi Ward sending it down towards Micheál Bannigan. Monaghan going for the first score of the game. The ball is wide.
Yeah, just pulled it, man, in late replacement, playing up front. Oisin McGorman just hooked it to the near post.
First kick out of this quarter-final for Niall MacDonald. Conor McCarthy going up for it. Breaking ball picked up by Oisin McGorman. Over for as Stephen O'Hanlon. Carrick McCross. Played international basketball for Ireland at under 16, under 18 and under 19 level. Giving it to Conor McCarthy. Going for the first score. Hitting off the crossbar and over the bar. Monaghan are up and running. And it's a really good score.
Yeah, brilliant two-pointer by McCarthy, a man in top form. The panel were chatting about him at the top of the show. Great start from him.
Niall MacDonald looking at the options. A wide shot. Giving you an idea of the perspective, and Monaghan were chasing after it. Not a great kick out, put his side under pressure. Won't be good for the jangling nerves.
Very clever by Carolyn, though. He done almost like a wee dummy and let the ball run past him, and the two Monaghan forwards that were almost in on that kick out. We've seen a lot of goals from kick outs that have gone wrong, so Louth certainly got away from one there.
Stephen O'Hanlon and Conor McCarthy getting on a lot of ball. Jack McCarran, who will ever forget, one of the highlights of the championship was that incredible point he scored from a sideline, bumping the Athletic Ones in Armagh. Whoops. Niall MacDonald, I mentioned jangling nerves. Monaghan win the ball back. They have to lay it. Opportunity, McAnespie, they're going for it. Little 1-2, and somehow Louth survive. Pressure is not over yet. Monaghan sending this between the post and over the bar. Andrew Woods putting his name on the score sheet.
Yeah, very nervy. Opening from Niall MacDonald, a key man. Good point taken, but that was a goal chance. And again, it showed how aggressive Monaghan were. Whenever that came out, I thought they would just take the easy option of the point, but no, they went hard for goal. When it didn't work out, then they've got a point. But certainly nerves in that Louth backline at the minute.
Darren Alley got a vital interception. But really, Niall MacDonald should have gathered that ball into his chest rather than on the fingertips. Conor Grimes, Kieran Downey trying to curl this in, but it's going to go outside the post and wide.
Yeah, just right. Some of the key matchups people will be watching out for. Sam Mulroy is getting picked up by Killian Lavelle at the minute. Micheál Bannigan by Darragh McNally, and Stephen O'Hanlon by Darragh MacDonald.
Gavin Devlin from Ardbow won 2 All-Irelands himself and 3 Ulster with Tyrone. The referee has given a free, which Gabriel Bannigan is looking on anxiously. He's between the 45 and 65 metre line, dead straight in front of the post. this to ease the nerves, but unfortunately from a Louth perspective, it's wide. Second wide of the match for the wee county. It was a high tackle, that's why the referee gave the free. First kick out for Jamie Mooney. And it's quite a good one as well. Louth have possession momentarily, not for very long. Conor Grimes courageously going down on the ball, spreading it wide. Over towards James Maguire. He's already scored 2 goals and 3 points in this championship. Goals in the All-Ireland series against Dublin. Back to Sam Mulroy. All-Star footballer, of course, 2025. Monaghan happy to retreat within their own 45-metre line. Giving a good run as Conor McKeever has to recycle it back. Conor Grimes makes himself available. Kieran McArdle. Dylan Byrne staying with him. Still McArdle. The St. Bride's Club. Nice combination football. Opportunity, oh, great defending. Superb, absolutely brilliant.
What a tackle by Stevie O'Hanlon. Just absolutely perfect hand in.
Free has been given. Sean Hurston has stopped the clock. Ryan Wiley might have the ball. This was just wonderful defending.
Just brilliant hand in by Stephen O'Hanlon. I thought some of the one-on-one tackling we've seen in yesterday's quarter-finals was just phenomenal, and certainly that there is impressive there. But Monaghan will be concerned here. Their man is certainly in a bit of difficulty. That's down.
Ryan McInespy was lending assistance to Stephen O'Hanlon, but I think it was O'Hanlon that got the vital interception. Gabriel Bannigan and his management team had a lot of decisions to make with 3 changes. Rory Beggan unable to play as a real game changer, and indeed going for the third choice keeper is a brave call. A huge heartbreak for Rory himself, picking up that dead leg last weekend. Sean Hurston explaining quite categorically to Sean Callahan from RD St Mary's whatever the dispute or conversation was about.
Yeah, no, it was caught. He was caught. He left off the ball and he was caught very heavily. And Sean Hurston has said that he feels it was a shoulder to the head, and given the difficulties that the Monaghan player is in, this could well be a red card.
Sean Callahan is being booked by the referee, and it's the colour. Explain the shoulder high. I'm just going by the body language here. And it's a red card.
Wow.
Major decision after 6.5 minutes of play. Louth are down to 14 players.
We know how massive red cards are in the game, so it was a big hit in the shoulder. He maybe didn't mean it, Sean Callahan, but on first viewing of that looked a strong challenge that connected with the Monaghan player's head, which we know the directive the referees have over the past few years to come down heavily on such. That's a big problem for Louth.
Losing a player after just 6.5 minutes is a massive blow, and the early signs down in the goalkeeper full back line is jittery nerves. But Monaghan have 3 points on the board. 7 minutes gone.
Just changes the entire rules of engagement now. Every attack, it's 11v10 from a Monaghan point of view, so they can play ball and get a free man. Defensively, it's a flip. They can look to double team without leaving anybody isolated.
Micheál McCarville. Micheál Bannigan. Manna Mullen just outside Castleblaney. Monaghan happy now to just slow it down. Between the D and the 45-metre line, 40-metre arc, they can score points like that. Good score.
Yeah, great score beyond the Rouge. Just well worked by Monaghan, released and taking a shot from a very, very high percentage area, exactly as they would like to do.
Niall MacDonald with the kick out. Great fielding. James Maguire. Kieran Downing. Jarrah MacDonald comes from the centre half-back area, makes a little bit of ground, trying to draw Monaghan out of position. Little 1-2, good play. Nice ball inside to James Maguire. Here comes the shot. He decides to take the point, but just for a moment in time, there was just an opportunity for a goal.
Yeah, brilliant play by Louth. Darragh MacDonald, great 1-2 out on the wing here. And released James Maguire, really, really nice score by Louth.
Quick ball down for Micheál Bannigan. Plenty of options available, including Stephen O'Hanlon. Going for the 1-2. It's partially blocked en route. Comes back out to Conor McCarthy. Picked up off the ground.
I think it was through ball.
Throw ball, actually, yeah. And away comes Louth. Conor Early. Samuel Roy. And Hall McCarville retreating, but unable to prevent him from scoring. They're beginning to settle the nerves. Good score here from the captain.
Yeah, played into space. It's always that turnover ball, particularly out round the arc, is such a vulnerable position where Monaghan lost it. Stephen O'Hanlon pulled for a throw ball, and then Louth were able to come up the pitch. Monaghan weren't set, and Samuel Roy very tidy as usual.
Fine kick out again from Jamie Mooney. His outfield for his club. Ryan McInnesby. Louth are exposed. Here comes the shot. Oh, good save by Niall MacDonald. But really, in that sort of a situation, the ball should have been nestling in the back of the net.
Absolutely, that was an absolute gilt-edged goal chance. Micheál Bannigan will be disappointed with the finish. Every wee thing like that will just give Louth a wee bit more belief that they can settle themselves and get back into this game.
Conor Grimes. Back out far as Darragh MacDonald. That is a superb point. Two-pointer. Brilliant play. He scored a goal in 10 points in the journey here to Croke Park for the All-Ireland quarter-final. But there are several players standing up here. We're looking at the replay of Bannigan's shot, and really it should have been in the back of the net. The kick out comes to us. Sam Mulroy. What's he going to do? Lovely turn. Doubly marked. High challenge. Back to Sam Mulroy. Here comes the shot. Back of the net. Great save, Jamie! The 19-year-old goalkeeper, third choice of Monaghan, comes to the rescue. But really, if Micheál Bannigan should have scored at the other end, Sam Mulroy should have done it at the Devon end.
Oh, 100%, Marty. You took the words out of my mouth. If one was a bad miss, that there one, a Monaghan poor kick out, a perfect chance. The man with the ball in his hand, Sam Mulroy, exactly who you'd want. And just with the way the game is, they've done brilliantly. That last Darragh MacDonald point, brilliant, back level, and that would really have given them such an energy boost. Huge save by Jamie Mooney.
Stephen O'Hanlon taking on Colin McKeever. Good work. Back over towards Conor McCarthy. Had to retreat a little bit. Ryan Burns is back there, helping out his defence. All hands on deck. Here comes the shot now, and that's across the face of the goal and wide. Louth are showing a bit of resilience.
Yeah, their defensive efforts were excellent there. Every single Monaghan player was under pressure, and remember, Monaghan have an extra man when they're attacking, but Louth were able to, through sheer work rate, keep Monaghan under pressure the whole time and forced a shot again. It was under pressure.
Niall MacDonald directing his players to the Hogan stand side. Straight out over the sideline. Advantage Monaghan.
Kerry put on, and as we watch the goal chance, Sam Mulroy coming through, brilliant defending there by Ryan Whaley. Initially stopped the initial Mulroy effort, and then great save by Jimmy. Well, a wee bit fortuitous, caught the trailing leg. Those are the inches sometimes.
Craig Lennon with the final effort as Desi Ward goes forward. Stephen O'Hanlon. Nice ball inside the middle. Monaghan able for the physical challenge, able to score as well. Good score.
Timed his run perfectly. Can be maybe queried whether that was charging or not. Wasn't give. Micheál Bannigan, good score, and that's the first sort of Monaghan score since that red card to make it. They've had 2 or 3 failed attacks, so better from them.
Breaking ball now so important. Won by James Maguire. Darren MacDonald to Conor Grimes. Coming down that Cusick stand wing is Darren MacDonald. Dropping this one in. Easy ball for Jamie Mooney. Dylan Byrne from Maharaclue. Micheál McCarville. Jack McCarran. Nice combination with Ryan McInnesby. Referee says play on. Good defending by Louth. Considering they're numerically disadvantaged, they're doing okay the week
No, they've done far better, ironically enough. It was 4-0 whenever they got the red card, and since then they've got a couple of great scores. Their defence has held out brilliantly. That's maybe out of the last 5 Monaghan attacks, they've only got one point from them. So that's real confidence boosting stuff for Louth.
Conor Grimes laying it off. The shot at the end is quality. Louth people beginning to believe despite the uneasy start. Good score.
Yeah, brilliant score. Cut in, put the man on the back foot, saw the opportunity, and with that, with Monaghan having the extra man in defence each time, goes Louth forwards. Whenever those wee chinks of light come, they just have to back themselves and go for it.
Kick out again, drops into the middle of the field, and it's Darren MacDonald. Niamh Marching Club. Showing a lot of experience, Louth. Leinster champions, of course, last year. Here's Kieran Downing. Back again for us, Craig Lennon. Louth's only second All-Star at the time, back in 2024. Good footballer. Needs the support of Sam Mulroy. Another All-Star from last year. Ryan O'Toole is with him. Little shimmy. Has it got the legs? It's tailing to the left and wide. He remains level twice in this match so far. You could feel the tension in the air. The neighbouring counties, there's a lot at stake. Especially for 19-year-old Jamie Mooney, played in the Ulster under-20 final, lost to Tyrone. Played the minor final as well, of course, a couple of years ago, and lost to Derry. Big day for him. To fill the boots of Rory Beggan is a huge ask. 4-5 Monaghan players stretched between the 45 and 65 metre line now. Ryan McInnesby. Gone for the return. Louth converge. Force the ball back to Conor McCarthy, who's having a go, but it's well wide.
Yeah, he had a go there because he had seen Sean Herson's arm up. So clever play by McCarthy. The 2-point effort didn't come off, but again, it's a real sign when players are switched off in the modern game. They spot the arm up, or there's communication to them, and it's on an advantage, and you'll see them try and work that 2-point shot. It's a shot to nothing. It now comes back, and Micheál Bannigan has the chance to get the point.
Won a Sigerson with DCU back in 2020. Championship debut against Fermanagh in 2017. He now leads this Monaghan team perhaps into an All-Ireland semi-final. 1 point between the teams again.
I think that's
level
one of the
twice so far.
things I love about the current championship structure and the way it's formatted. Teams can be in real difficulties earlier on in the year and feel as if they've taken sucker punches, say Louth's defeat to Dublin earlier in the year, and yet here they are within a match of the All-Ireland semi. Monaghan the same, no wins in Division 1, relegated, and yet here they are within both teams within a match of reaching his historic game for their own counties.
Conor Early, Sam Mulroy, who's well directed to Dara Nally, who's coming down the Cusack stand. Back as far as Kieran Downing. Craig Lennon is available. So too is Conor Grimes. James Maguire. Performing well around that midfield and half forward line. He's bringing the ball out to try and suck Monaghan out of that defensive zone. Darragh MacDonald giving it far as Kieran Downing. Newtown Bluesman. Colin McKeever is available if he needs him behind him. Taking on the responsibility of Sam Mulroy. Making a little bit of space, making an angle and taking a point. Excellent. It was patient. There was an eerie silence around Croke Park. Everybody keeping their eye on the Louth captain, but he hit it beautifully.
Yeah, I'm surprised Killian Lavelle will want to be getting more pressure on Sam Mulroy like that. There's only one thing in Sam's mind when he gets the ball. Yes, he's a creative player, but the one thing he's wanting to do is get that shot off.
Level for the third time. Dylan Byrne to Aaron Carey to Stephen O'Hanlon. Colin McKeever coming to say hello once he passes a certain area. Oisin McGorman. Far as Conor McCarthy. Ryan O'Toole has gone forward from centre half back as they try and make advantage of that extra man. Sudden burst of speed by O'Hanlon and he's zooming through. Opportunity, empty net, goal. Oisin McGorman. Brilliantly worked move. It's his first goal of the Championship 2026 for Oisin McGorman from Latin in the county of Monaghan.
Ah, what a beautiful feint here he gives. He's played with confidence right from the off today, but that's a brilliant Mulligan-esque dummy. Very cool, very calm, brilliant finish.
Coolness personified Gabriel Bannigan, but he must be well pleased that after 21 minutes, a green flag has been raised. Poor ball from Sam Mulroy, he knew it himself. Monaghan recover eventually. Killian Lavelle gets it over far as Ryan Wiley. Oisin McGorman. Far as Aaron Carey. Micheál Bannigan is immediately available, but he gives it over for as Ryan McAnespie instead. Floating one in for as Jack McCarron. To Conor McCarthy.
Monaghan do so well of getting their key men on the ball into Jack McCarron. Conor McCarthy, Stephen O'Hanlon out to his right is Bannigan.
Stephen O'Hanlon again. Turning onto the left boot. And that's wide of the target. Fourth wide of the match for Monaghan. But they lead on the scoreboard 1-6 to 6 points. Niall MacDonald looking at the options available to him. You can see that Monaghan are pushing up, forcing Niall MacDonald, the Louth keeper, to go long. Ball is somehow released. picked up by Emma Carolan. Waiting for the arrival of his colleagues is Kieran Downing. He's going for a two-pointer. Dropping it in, but dropping it left and wide. Fourth wide of the match for Louth.
Yeah, again, Monaghan failed to get huge pressure on that there. We can hear sort of on the refs make it's picking up some very frustrated Monaghan defenders at their inability to, considering once again that they've that extra man. That's too easy of a shot to be let off. Yes, it went wide, but they can't be trusting on that.
Again, the break is so important when you, in any game, but particularly when you have numerical advantage or disadvantage. And the referee, Sean Hurston, is going to give a throw ball here.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing is Louth are doing really well. They've got a forest of big men in midfield. So yes, where Sean Callahan and getting a big man sent off for a lot of teams would be a major hit because of the value of size. And so watch that break ball there. But in James Maguire, Sam Mulroy, Conor Grimes, Paul Matthew, Darren McDonald, Louth have more than plenty of big men across the middle that they're competing really well with Monaghan in terms of that, and that's given them the supply of ball. Yes, it's tougher at either end for them. So watch Stephen O'Hanlon burst through that pace. He causes so much difficulty, and such a beautiful finish by Oisin McGorman.
That man did well. Nice skill, nice balance. Easy finish, but quality. Conor McCarthy to Aaron Carey, to Ryan McAnespie. And McAnespie is synonymous with Monaghan football. Mum was a great footballer as well, won All-Irelands, his twin sisters as well. Great football DNA in the McAnespies. Opportunity coming again for Oisin McGorman, but he miscues this one. Won't cause Louth any problems. I have to say, after 24 minutes, I know there's a goal between them, but I still think Louth are doing well.
No, absolutely, Marty. Remember, Monaghan had settled really well in this game. They were 0-4 up when that red card happened, and since then, obviously, it's 6-1-2. So Louth absolutely doing well, and it's this kick out is where they're being really strong, and that's given them the supply of ball up front. They're probably a wee bit unhappy with their return. They've 1 from 4 in terms of 2-pointers at the minute. If they can tidy up on that, they're right in this game.
Good kick out by Niall McDonald, by the way, to find his fullback Donald McKenny. Here is Conor Grimes posing a few questions to the Monaghan defence. That surely is a free. No question. For the foul on Kieran McArdle.
Yeah, just overzealous by Ryan McAnespie. They had Kieran McArdle in all sorts of difficulty there and just came in heavy.
Just picked up by bloody nose there, so that's going to require medical attention and to come off the field momentarily. Meanwhile, Sam Mulroy will take the free. As Louth bring on Kieran Byrne from St. Mactus. Ex-AFL player, played a little while with Carlton from about 2014. Returned to Louth in 2021. Fine fielder of the ball. Could play a more permanent role down the road in this game. Sam Mulroy, meanwhile, can afford a little smile with the referee, Sean Hurston. Outside the 13-metre line, you can... Picture tells the story, but for a player like Sam Mulroy, this should be an easy tap-over score to reduce Monaghan's lead to just 2 points.
Yeah, I was listening to him. Sean was saying to Sam, can you get a message to Niall McDonald, his goalkeeper? He needs to speed it up. He's slowing it down too much. So, again, great communication.
Good kick out. Jamie Mooney to Ryan O'Toole. Ryan McAnespie. Micheál Bannigan is available. McAnespie gone for the return. Bannigan goes instead to the goal scorer, McGorman, Opportunity for Andrew Woods. Well saved on the line. Opportunity. They twist and turn. It's still there, and Andrew Woods is happy to put it over the bar. Heart-stopping stuff for both Monaghan and for Louth. But the nerves still jangle when Monaghan get opportunities like this. I don't know how Louth kept it out, but they did somehow.
Absolutely. Niall McDonald done really well. Just as Andrew Woods went to drop the ball to the foot there to ram it home, Niall McDonald's falling right leg managed to make contact with the ball, very much planned by him, so great goalkeeping.
Craig Lennon. Over this side unmarked is Emmett Carolan. Spent a little bit of time travelling back in 2022, now back playing with his own club, Newtown Blues, and indeed for his county, and doing well. Darragh MacDonald. Conor Grimes continues to impress down that wing. Big, strong, physical player from Glen Ebbets and Tully Allen in South Louth. Sam Mulroy. Killian Lavelle. For James Maguire. Going for the two-pointer. Hits it well, but again it's inaccurate. It is the fifth wide of the match for Louth. But you have to give credit to Louth. They're thinking on their feet. They are going for the two-pointers.
Yeah, absolutely. I suppose Monaghan with the extra man, they can afford to do the perfect thing that most teams want to do. They can afford to be man-to-man and plus have that sweeper sitting inside the D. So with that setup, I suppose Louth have their one area. They do have a wee bit of spaces on the outside. They're releasing those shots, and they do have good two-point shooters, but they're 1 from 5 at the minute.
3-2 in that area in favour of Monaghan. They only needed one. Beautiful catch. Good play. But his kicking is just a little bit off. Jack McCarron couldn't reach it. Give full credit though to Micheál McCarville. Had a wonderful club season in Monaghan and indeed in Ulster with Scottstown, one of the great clubs in the county. Emma Carolan. It's a good ball. Up fires Brian Burns. Takes the shot. Takes the score. Brilliant play.
Huge score. He was hoping it was a two-pointer. I can see him here with the arms out, but I do think Sean Herson was shouting inside, and he was just that foot inside, well spotted by Herson, but a fantastic point
from Hunterstown Rovers. Ryan Barnes, not a club you hear every day of the week, but he's certainly representing Hunterstown Rovers well. Breaking ball. Clever by Louth. Picked up by Conal McKeever. Kieran Downey shows well. Coming down that wing is Conor Grimes. In hot pursuit is Desi Ward. Referee blows the whistle. Conor Grimes says he wants a little bit more action from Sean Herson, as that was a pull down. Was it a little bit more?
Yeah, well, there can be an argument. There was a call yesterday too in terms of was it a goal scoring chance and was it a foul? I don't think so. I think Sean Herson has got it right. He's noted Desi Ward. Conor Grimes, such a handful. He's so much power and pace whenever he's going direct like that, but much better than from Louth. Really good last few minutes. Put Monaghan right on the back foot. An easy chance for Sam Mulroy here.
Raises the white flag for the fourth time. Sam Mulroy. And despite losing Sean Callahan to a straight red card after, 6.5 minutes, as we head towards the 30th minute, a half an hour, Monaghan only find themselves 1 point in front.
Absolutely. And again, as we so often say now, the kickouts is the key, and there's another long kickout. The last one was won by Louth. The last Monaghan one was won by Louth, and there's another one. It gives them such a platform.
Craig Lennon laying it off for as Darragh MacDonald. Sam Mulroy stays just inside the Monaghan 65. James Maguire cutting inside. On its way. Second point of the match for James Maguire. And look at the scoreboard on your TV screen now. Almost 30.5 minutes, just a little bit over 30.5, and the sides are level. 10 points. Louth 1-7 Monaghan. Level for the fourth time. And here come Louth again. Listen to the crowd. Great block down. Rebound falls into the path of Kieran McArdle. Kieran Downey. Outside him is Conal McKeever from Clonagale and Dundalk, giving a quick hands. Would it be possible that Louth could go in front at half-time? Craig Lennon sending it across towards James Maguire. Maguire and Conor Grimes, 10 and 12, are doing exceptional hard work. And put the man in the middle, Sam Mulroy, and you have a pretty good half-forward line. Darragh MacDonald finding a pathway down that Cusick stand side. Conor Grimes included. Dropping in. Little bit weak from Ryan Burns. Dealt with by Jamie Mooney. Lost in the sunshine. Louth gather it again to Kieran Downey. Is there anybody left in Louth, I ask, as the crowd respond when Louth do well. Good work by Ryan O'Toole. Knocked away. Gone back helping out his defence is Stephen O'Hanlon. Ryan O'Toole has picked up an injury. Meanwhile, it is O'Hanlon and steps away. What an engine. Heading down towards front of the Hogan stand. Nobody available. It's still O'Hanlon. Chasing after him is Craig Lennon. Nice ball inside for Andrew Woods, who scored 3 times. Back out again for O'Hanlon. Drawing breath just inside the Louth 45. Back again for Desi Ward. And Monaghan slow matters down. Heading towards that half-time hooter. 2.5 minutes before that will sound. Ryan McAnespie. Staying goal side is Darren Nally, who got that vital interception earlier. Crucial few moments now to keep in touch from a Louth perspective, and from Monaghan indeed to maintain control and advantage. Conor McCarthy takes too much out of it. Solo and goal. No time to argue. Conor and Louth go into the attack to Kieran Downey. Little bit of support. The running by Louth is impressive. Crossfield ball is perhaps the only option. Kieran Downey decides against it. Gives it back for Emma Carlin. Downey has it now. Sending it over towards Kieran McArdle. Came through the Louth under-20 teams that were so successful. Staying defending his team is Micheál Bannigan. Craig Lennon dropping it in. The goalkeeper comes out but drops it. Ball is loose. Jangling nerve moments again, this time down at the Davin end. Conor McCarthy comes away with it.
Oh, they've definitely left a lot behind in this half.
Micheál Bannigan. If we've nervous moments down at Hill 16, we've nervous moments in the Davin end. Kieran Lavelle, here comes the shot, and somehow it's miscued, and the goalkeeper has it. Ryan McDonald.
Although Monaghan have two, another goal chance goes a begging.
There's a breach, I think, is what Sean Hurston is indicating. Let's see what's happening here. The clock has stopped.
Yeah. It's been a call in error because there is a Louth man right down on the Davin stand. Sean has realised it and he said he's got it wrong, so they're restarting the game just with Downey. As we watch that goal chance, he just never connected it at all as he turned inside, scuffed the shot.
Clock has stopped. Credit Sean Hurston conceding that an error was made. Kieran McArdle. Crossfield ball is an option. Not anymore. Sam Mulroy. Kieran Downey looks left and right. Going for a two-pointer from outside the 45. Oh my word. Kieran Downey from Newtown Blues. What a two-pointer. Such confidence, such swagger. The wee county are bringing something special here to Croke Park, despite only playing with 14 players. The hooter sounds. The loud crowd rejoice. Despite losing Sean Callahan after 6.5 minutes, 14 men Louth are very much in this All-Ireland quarter-final. The scoreboard reads that they have a 2-point advantage, but credit Louth.
Brilliant end and a real fill-up for them. They might have missed, or they might have been on 1 from 5 for the 2-pointers, but what a time to land that last one right on the hooter to give them that energy going in. They know they're going to be backs against the walls, but there's a lot of pressure in Monaghan too. They have to use that. They haven't to date. Louth, both teams have left plenty behind them. Both teams, as they did at the start, both teams will see a huge chance of an All-Ireland semi-final berth still within their grasp.
We have a game on our hands in this third All-Ireland quarter-final. Half-time in Croke Park. It's Louth with only 14 players, 12 points. Monaghan, 1 goal and 7. So where we go, 35 minutes, Louth get the ball straight from the throw-in. Sam Mulroy, little 1-2, beautiful ball first, James Maguire, and on the run, straight through the middle, sends it between the posts and over the bar. That's exactly a team with 14 players on the field would want.
Fantastic hands by Mulroy. Put James Maguire through. What a fetch.
Conor Grimes continues to impress, along with James Maguire. Here comes Craig Lennon. Craig Lennon giving it inside. Far as Ryan Burns trying to make an angle. Needs a little bit of support outside him. It arrives in the shape of his colleague from the full forward line, Kieran McCardle. Bends it in, sends it between the posts and over the bar. It's a great start for the wee county of Louth.
Yeah, huge statement of intent. That one-handed fetch by Grimes was the platform, and that was an equally adept finish.
Conor Grimes and Ryan Burns, two of the longest serving members in this Louth team. Oh my word, what a contribution. Again, the breaking ball is available, bobbling all over the place. Monaghan have it. That's going to be a free. Oisin McGorman was fouled. Telling the referee, Sean Hurston, telling Oisin McGorman, keep your head up rather than keep your head down. But he got his free anyway. Stephen O'Hanlon. Conor McCarthy getting by the first challenge. Backfires Micheál McCarville. Little 1-2. Little bit of space. Takes the shot. And that is gone to the right and wide. We've seen it so many times, and in terms of club and indeed the county level, sometimes when you have 14 players, it kind of it inspires the resilience within you.
Yeah, absolutely. It plays very strange mind games even on Monaghan. It places more pressure on them. This is such a big opportunity for both counties, but it's with Louth being down to 14 men so early in the game, it's a massive opportunity for Monaghan, and the players are aware of that and how that pressure manifests itself.
Niall MacDonald slipped as he was taking the kick out. Andrew Woods is doing well. Gives it back outside. Jack McCarn wants it. Thought about giving an old-fashioned dummy. Didn't go with it. Gives it back again. Good play. Over far as Aaron Carey. Carey will try the Cusack stand side. Getting it over far as Desi Ward. The initial idea was to give it inside, but that didn't quite work. Sam Mulroy having to defend. Physical challenge is strong. Good work again by Stephen O'Hanlon. And that is going to be a free.
Stephen O'Hanlon's footwork there to get away from the two Louth men. The Louth men had defended brilliantly. They'd stepped out on him. That was the foul there. Just met a wee bit more full body. But his footwork initially to release him from a very difficult situation where he was under pressure from two Louth men was immense. Big chance for Jack McCarn just outside the 2-point arc. We can see on the screen there.
13 years he's been playing with Monaghan. Debutant in 2013. Hits it very high, and hits it well. 2-pointer for the current man. As we now know, under the new rules, a 4-point advantage is really nothing. Down to 2 now.
Particularly this Monaghan team, they love nothing more than coming from behind, as they've shown so many times.
Darren Alley did rather well, doubly marked. Not a good ball inside. Louth having to work very hard. Sam Mulroy was being fouled. Solo and go. He was going nowhere. That was Conal McKeever. And Sam Mulroy will cool matters down. Donald McKenny. 6 years in Louth senior footballer, Donald from RD. Conal McKeever sees a little bit of space. Kieran Downey. McKeever once more. Back to Sam Mulroy. Coolness personified. Backfires McKeever again. Sam Mulroy. Louth trying to go through the middle channel and it's not working. Good defending by Monaghan. Killian Lavelle leaving it off for Ryan O'Toole. Fires Desi Ward. Micheál McCarville. Conor McCarthy cutting inside. Great combination football. There's an opportunity here for Aaron Carey. Back outside. Louth look a little bit exposed here at the end of it all. Good score. But remember, Louth had the possession, but they were running into this cul-de-sac and gave the possession away rather too easily.
Yeah,
and it worked all the way up.
One of the worst positions to lose a ball on a pitch that just in that arc. Whenever you've probably overloaded inside, you're suddenly got very little cover at the back. Monaghan's play through the hands there was excellent, really clean. Everybody taking the simple right option and ended up an easy score.
Niall MacDonald having no option but to go long. Twisted pass is really a good one. Punched down, picked up by Andrew Woods. Available left and right. Woods goes solo. Woods goes for the equaliser. Big man is playing well from Patrick Kavanagh country in a scheme.
Really strong in midfield, strong break forward. And Woods just again took the sensible option. That's exactly what Monaghan need to do. Simple
Sides are level
scores.
again. Craig MacDonald is on from RD and he's taking the place of Conal McKeever.
Impressed with MacDonald when he came in against Armagh. Very lively. Another man very lively coming in for Monaghan. Stephen Mooney.
Monaghan making a change as well. Stephen Mooney is coming on. Brother of the young goalkeeper, by the way. And Ryan McInnesby is the player that makes way there.
Yeah, Ryan McInnesby wouldn't have full game in the legs, so it's just protecting him as much as anything else.
Craig MacDonald, as I mentioned, from RD, was moved up to the senior squad after losing the Leinster under 20 final a couple of seasons ago. That's a great catch and a good quick ball as well. Good combination. Back out again for Sam Mulroy between the D and the 40-metre arc, and that just scrapes the crossbar. Good score.
Yeah,
watch this, just beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
Fantastic catch. Darren MacDonald again. We've seen so many highlights of him, but as the panel was saying at half-time, that's one of the big opportunities for Louth, is to attack fast before Monaghan get those extra bodies back. If they attack fast, they've got the space, and in Sam Mulroy, they've certainly got a shooter.
5th point of the match for the captain. Breaking ball picked up by Dylan Byrne. 3 against 3 here. Jack McCarran. It's going to curl, but will it curl enough? I don't think so. Ball is wide. Micheál McCarville, by the way, has gone down injured just in front of the Hogan stand here. A little bit of concern, but he's okay.
Great fast long ball kicking from both teams. Some supporters generally love to see teams obviously need to be able to play it both ways, need to be able to play it slow, but it's great to see them backing themselves, getting those long balls in. Jack McGarren will be a wee bit disappointed he didn't. You'd back him from there to finish that on his left foot.
Paul Matthews is on. Conor Grimes is the player that's making way. I have to say, I thought Conor was doing great.
Yeah, he just caught that single-handed catch, the one-handed catch at the start of that second half.
Two Louth lads up in the air. One calls it. Comes down for us, Craig Lennon. Good ball inside. Needs a little bit of support. Good effort. Great effort. Ryan Burns. 2 in the first half. His 3rd in the second half.
And again, the Darren MacDonald fetch, it's almost like a rinse and repeat, only this time it's Ryan Burns that's pulling the trigger rather than Sam Mulroy. But the Darren MacDonald fetch in the middle, the very fast attack off that into the sharp inside man when they've still got space, well dispatched. The Louth template, pretty obvious here.
Short kick out this time from Jamie Mooney. They'll build it from the back. Ryan O'Toole is available in front of the Hogan, so too is Desi Ward. Just some of the statistical information top of your screen there. To be even so far. Good ball. Stephen Mooney getting his first touch. That's a great start for the corner forward, who was surprisingly omitted, replaced by Ryan McInnesby before the game, but he's obviously a tactical game by the Monaghan manager Gabriel Bannigan, but Mooney has already contributed.
Yeah, two very different players. McInnesby is such a industrious player out round the middle. Mooney a real sharpshooter inside man. There's a wee bit more space now as this game opens up. So
Niall MacDonald's kick out. Little touch to the hand by Kieran Downey. Craig Lennon. Sam Mulroy is available, but it goes back for as Craig Lennon. He'll work everything through Mulroy. Tyg MacDonald taking the shot and sending it over the bar. What a start by Tyg MacDonald. If Stephen Mooney did it as a substitute for Monaghan just a moment ago, well, here's your equal. Tyg MacDonald, great start.
Yeah, and there's the confidence of youth. Stood up. Conor McCarthy 1 against 1, backed himself to take him on and get the shot off.
I do believe that the Louth goalkeeper has been warned by the referee that he's delaying too long with the kick-outs. And that's going to be a free and could be a 2-pointer. It's on the edge of the 40-metre arc. Now Stephen Mooney was fouled here by Emma Carolan.
And it's something they would have talked about. You just know Louth would have talked about not giving away the 2-pointed frees. The main 2-point kicker obviously for Monaghan is not on the pitch in terms of Rory Beggan, but at this sort of range, look, Jack McCarron put away the last one. It's always difficult to back it up.
Hits it well. Looks good enough to me, is it? Nope. There's a bit of debate. Hawkeye is going to be called. Umpires trying to ensure and guarantee that their final decision is accurate. It was very high. So let's see what Hawkeye has to say. Is it a thaw or is it a kneel? It's a kneel. Good work by the management team of this All-Ireland quarter-final. Sean Hurston and his umpires in this occasion.
Yeah, absolutely, and Sean just said in the mic to the umpires, good, better to be sure. Again, big controversy yesterday in the Throne Kerry game in terms of an umpiring decision, so the umpires are probably that bit more aware of the need to get things right today.
Niall MacDonald's kick out comes far as Darren MacDonald. Opportunity for James Maguire. Can he pull the trigger? Gets a shot. Takes his point, his 4th point of the game. Very impressive, James Maguire.
Again, the openness of Monaghan. You sort of wondered, was there a goal chance there? He took the simple option of putting it over, but again, that openness of Monaghan, if Louth win that long kick out, it's something they're going to have to look at and see, can they get a wee bit more defensive cover?
Fine kick out by Niall MacDonald. Monaghan trying to put the pressure on. Back out first, Stephen Mooney coming in along the end line. Louth under pressure here. Trying to get the ball away. Great work by Louth. There's nobody in front of the Hogan stand. He has to go back to the Cusack again. To find somebody available.
Louth had 4 or 5 men tackling both Stephen Mooney and then Stephen O'Hanlon. Monaghan have to be able to move that ball better and faster to the freer men.
Great work by Monaghan to equal the defensive qualities of Louth. They have the ball back, but Louth really should have gotten rid of this ball a lot earlier. High dropping ball. Should be Louth's all the way. Good hands. Easily got it. First challenge has to be beaten, and it is. Good work by Kieran Downey. Great work by Kieran Downey. Lays it off to Craig Lennon. There are leaders on this Louth team. Let me tell you. Lennon, front of the post. Kicks it. Between the posts. Brilliant play, Louth. No wonder they won the Leinster Championship in recent times. 14 men, by the way. 14 men since the 6th minute, in case you've just joined us late. Wonderful play by Louth from their own defensive area. Sideline ball going to Louth. The momentum is with the Wee County. 19 points to 112.
Absolutely, that last score was just massive. The defensive efforts by Louth, and then capped off by that brilliant run up the pitch and score. Momentum very much with them. We know momentum can switch in these games, but at the minute, 4 points down. Monaghan have it all to do, and Louth have the wind in their sails. The energy, how much energy they can continue giving it, the timing of the substitutions, those things are going to be key. But Monaghan have to be getting cleaner and more return from their attacks.
But to be honest, and if you just arrived in Croke Park, or did you just tuned into the Sunday game, you'd think it was 15 against 15?
Absolutely. In fact, at times you'd suggest the other way around, but that's absolute a tip of the hat to Louth and the efforts that they're putting in.
Conor Early starting to move here. This is a ball that's coming, and it is a beautiful score. The people of Louth are believing. Conor Early, who plays his club football with Nafina just down the road from us here in Glasnevin, gets his first point. Monaghan make changes, trying to get a bit of momentum. This is Max Maguire from Scottstown, and he's making way as Aaron Carey. 20 points Louth, 112 Monaghan. We've 49 minutes almost on the clock. Stephen Mooney. Micheál Bannigan. Jack McCarran, cleverly knocking it into the path of Ryan O'Toole. Actually McGorman. Back out again for Jack McCarran. Going for the two-pointer, sending it in and sending it straight over the crossbar. Great score. It's his second two-pointer.
Brilliant by Jack, better by Monaghan. They were tempted in, they almost were in through, but the players took the more composed choices each time, recycled out round, and who else standing in his pocket on that part of the arc? Jack McCarran. Brilliant finish. More like it from Monaghan.
Good ball from Niall MacDonald, just spot on. Sam Mulroy needs a little bit of support from a defensive player. That happens to be Darren Nally. Emma Carroll. Slow build-up now from Louth, trying to pace themselves. James Maguire. Having to work so hard up and down Croke Park pitch, and it's quite warm as well. Conor Early back over towards Paul Matthews and Terman Feckin makes a bit of ground, lays it off for his Ryan Burns, who scored 3 points. Here's Donald McKenny, gone for the return pass. Has he got a left boot? Oh, yes, he has. First point in the Championship 2026. What a time to do it. The pride of RD St. Mary's, Donald McKenny. I wasn't too sure he had a left boot, but he had.
I wouldn't think he was too sure he had a left foot either, Marty, but he done it. And again, it's just what Louth are doing. They're playing brilliantly as a team. Every man knowing he has to do a wee bit extra, he has to do a wee bit more than normal, and they're doing it to a T at the minute.
19 minutes to go. Let's see if you can look at the clock. Good ball up for Jack McCarran. Taking the shot. McCarran zips that over the crossbar. Dad, of course, Ray won an All-Star back in 1988. Cousin of Dick Clerkin. The McCarrans, steeped in Gaelic football, very skillful.
Great attempts by Emmett Carlin, but Jack McCarran done brilliantly to win that really direct long ball by Monaghan.
Noel McDonald. Good kick out again. Spreading it wide. First touch has to be controlled. Good work by Ryan Burns. Staying with him, Ryan Wiley. Battle of the Ryans. Front of the Hogan. Looking around for a bit of support. Kieran Downing. Craig Lennon. To Ryan Burns. To Kieran Downing. Thinking about the two-pointer. Not a great ball now, I'll be honest. Oh, great hands. Great hands, James Maguire. Has to release it. And Monaghan come away with it.
A lot of claims that that was an inside mark. But Sean Herson saying on his mic it was inside the 45. One of many things the refs have to take an eye on. The Louth players are certainly claiming it.
Rightly so. Going forward is Stephen Mooney. Jack McCarron. Ryan O'Toole. Mooney. Has to be a touch. Stephen O'Hanlon gets his first goal of the championship 2026.
Fantastic teamwork by Monaghan. Mooney crossed it. Stevie O'Hanlon, not the biggest of men, up. Had his momentum, used it to perfection.
You might have recalled that I said he was an international basketball player. He needed that skill. Down at the other end, here comes Louth, responding to getting inside the cover. Here's a shot! Off the crossbar! Second shot, running blocked down. Can they get it in? They can't. Good. Coming away with it is Jamie Mooney, who is writing the script for the football championship.
Oh, what a game we have. It's just stunning. We had the goal chance from the potential inside mark at one end. It came up the pitch. Monaghan got a brilliant goal at the other end. Straight down the pitch and off the crossbar at the other end. Just brilliant stuff.
Max Maguire. Remember, the sides are level. After goal came the rattling of the crossbar. And just so you know, it's 21 degrees down on the pitch. So it is very warm for these players. Especially for Louth when you consider they've been playing with just 14 players since the 6th minute of the first half. And listen to the crowd. Loud, loud, loud. Crossfield ball is a good one to Micheál Bannigan. And Monaghan will respond with their supporters. And Monaghan sneak in front. Good score by Micheál Bannigan.
Yeah, perfect play by Monaghan. Each attack for them should be the ball goes dead. They've got an extra man. Work it, be disciplined, be composed. But what a chance there. That is we've already said it, the inches in this game. Tenacious defence from Monaghan afterwards. Here's the Monaghan goal. Mooney right in along the sideline. How often do we see that now in the game? It's such a big attacking platform. And finished by the basketball player, as you mentioned, Marty.
Heading towards the 55th minute. 1 point between the teams. Tommy Dernan is on. Played his club football indeed with Inniskeen. RD, now Westerners. All-Star nominee in 2024. Monaghan introducing Darragh McElhaney and Oisin McGorman, the goal scorer, goes off. Monaghan, as much as Louth had the momentum a short time ago, that swing has returned to the Farney men now. Stephen Mooney. Crossfield ball is aimed at Andrew Woods. Going for a two-pointer, hits it well, and hits it to the right and wide. 8 wides for Monaghan in this quarter-final. Kieran Byrne is coming on for Louth, ex-AFL player. Carlton from 2014 had some wonderful catches that we saw through this championship campaign. His presence is now vital and his performance is crucial. Kieran McCardle is the player that's making way. Still time. Plenty of time for both of these counties to qualify for this year's semi-final. Niall MacDonald. Louth have it.
That's an unbelievable fetch by that man. Don't know how he nearly caught it against his own player too. Phenomenal fetch.
Full credit to Darragh MacDonald. Just watch this. He actually beat Kieran Byrne for it. Free going to be taken by Kieran Downing. Needs a runner on his shoulder. Has to go back. Backfires Darren Alley and Emma Carlin. It's Carlin that takes the responsibility. Tommy Dernan is making a run. Decides to go instead fires James Maguire. Scorer of 4 points, but he's done an awful lot more. Craig Lennon. Louth happy to slow matters down. They realise they see the big clock down at the Nally stand. Heading towards the 57 minute. James Maguire. Needed somebody on his right shoulder. Craig Lennon provided.
These types of attacks much more difficult for Louth. We've seen how much they've struck with fast attacks. They've been phenomenally efficient this half. That goal chance was the very first miss that they had this half. Very first time they didn't convert a shot to a score. There's a turnover. The slower attacks are just more difficult when you're outnumbered.
Tyg MacDonald losing the possession. Dylan Byrne. Monaghan turn it over effectively, and particularly if they end with a score here. Max Maguire laying it off. Ends up with Andrew Woods. Desi Ward passing the Louth 45-metre line. Conor McCarthy going for the score. 9th wide for Monaghan. Despite the second goal, Monaghan are still not pulling away.
No, Louth have been absolutely phenomenal. To be a man down, we know the narrative that's out there. Man down in this game is just so cruel. Now that has been changed. We've seen Cork beat Meath in that type of scenario.
Kieran Byrne. My word. Brilliant, Kieran Byrne. Little flick on from Samuel Roy, far as Darren Alley. Ryan Burns. Gone inside is Darren Alley. What's he like as a corner forward? We know what he's like as a corner back. Just touched almost on the ground, but got away with it. Ryan Burns back again. Paul Matthews. Again, slowing it down. Kieran Byrne from St. Moctus. Trying to create the space for Tommy Dernan. Going for the score. And it's well wide. Louth have to be a little bit more patient.
Yeah, it's difficult against that defence. Monaghan are doing better at a time in that earlier period of the second half. I thought they were stepping off too much, and there's always a risk whenever you have a free man that a couple of different men think that they might be free, and you end up then not man marking. They are doing a better job at man marking with maybe a more defined sweeper, and when it's slow it is difficult for Louth.
Jamie Mooney's kick out is well gathered easily. Comes far as Kieran Downey, making an angle for himself. He needs a little bit of support over at that corner. Little 1-2, perhaps. Yes, it is. Here comes MacDonald, chance, and he puts that over the crossbar. There was another opportunity there for Louth. They're clocking up, but they still haven't rattled the back of the net. But full marks to Tyg MacDonald.
Brilliant run by Tyg MacDonald now. Monaghan will be frustrated with that defence. They should not have a free runner in that defence. But Tyg MacDonald's run was timed to perfection, found well and finished well.
They've been level 9 times.
That man's just been ridiculous.
Oh.
He's been so good.
Fantastic. James Maguire. Spreading it across over here, this time to Sam Mulroy. Craig Lennon on his shoulder, going into a position. Double mark, Sam Mulroy. has to give it back to Tommy Dernan. In the centre, Paul Matthews. Conor McCarthy staying with him. Sam Mulroy makes himself available. So cool under pressure.
Periods like this do have the added benefit to just give Louth a bit of a chance to get air into the lungs as well. They're working so hard out there.
Ryan Burns, having received it from Donald McKenny. McKenny is going to go back and make himself available. A bit of a hospital pass, but Kieran Downey got there. He saw it coming. And Monaghan putting the Louth players under a little bit of pressure here. Emma Carolan. Monaghan coming forward, which just might result in a long ball as such, but it's not there at the moment, I can tell you, looking at it from his perspective. The global picture. Kieran Downey giving the ball inside. Was he fouled? Yes, he was, says the referee. I'm not too sure about that, to be honest with you. Let's just look at this again. He actually wasn't fouled.
I think was there maybe an accidental clip of the ankle there?
Yeah, there was.
Just so it was inadvertent, but it was there. Critically, was it inside or outside? Because that's with Sam Mulroy and this game tied with 8 minutes to play.
It's hot. It's 21 degrees.
Outside.
And the tension is palpable. 61 minutes, 56 seconds. The clock has stopped. 8 minutes to go. Sam Mulroy going for a two-pointer. 7 times level in this pulsating, intriguing All-Ireland quarter-final. Gavin Devlin has kicked every ball. This would be a massive achievement if they do qualify for an All-Ireland semi-final. Clock is running. Here comes Sam. The shot is gone to the right and wide. Monaghan rejoice. Louth are really disappointed. That was well within his range.
Oh, it's well within his range, surely. Just one of those things. I've no doubt the same man is still as likely to do something very, very significant before the end of this game. He is such a leader within the squad, but that's certainly a blow for Louth.
David Garland is on. His two sisters, I think, were playing in Monaghan in a ladies football quarter-final today in Newry. Beautiful catch by Micheál McCarville. Desi Ward once in front of the Hogan stand. Jack McCarran is in no rush. Stephen O'Hanlon. Fires Micheál Bannigan. It's Louth's turn now to defend. And Monaghan are happy to play the ball around. That's a very good ball to Max Maguire. Cuts inside. Good score. Scored a two-pointer against Mayo.
Yeah, brilliant.
Certainly is a good footballer.
Brilliant crossfield ball by Stephen O'Hanlon. Max Maguire, big shot for a young fella. Took it well.
Donald McKenny down for Sam Mulroy. 1 point between the teams again. Needs a little bit of support. Kieran Downey is available. Heading past the Monaghan 45. Still Kieran Downey. The shot by Kieran Byrne is hit powerfully. It's hit accurately. It's over the bar. Fabulous, fabulous kick by Kieran Byrne. The sides level again for the 8th time.
A serious score, and again getting the crowd into it. It is just as perfectly balanced as you want. Perfect summer's evening, quarter-final, huge chance for both teams. Just over 5 minutes on the clock.
Jamie Mooney's kick out. Possession now is absolutely vital in the next 6 minutes or more. Referee says Monaghan were being fouled. Desi Ward. Free is taken to Jack McCarran. Happy to slow matters down. second half possession statistics at the top of your screen. 59% for Louth, 41 I think it is for Monaghan. Jack McCarran. Almost at a snail's pace here now, walking. Then you suddenly get a burst of speed from Stephen O'Hanlon. That's what he's been doing. Doesn't have to be even O'Hanlon to do that. Good score. Good work by Conor McCarthy. Third point of the match.
Yeah, Monaghan have been doing that repeatedly during the game. They get them key men, McCarthy, Bannigan, Stephen O'Hanlon, Jack McCarran out round that arc. It's such a difficult problem for Louth to try to shut that down. This time it was McCarthy, punched the hole with the big finish.
Desi Ward is the player that's making way. Tom Doherty is one of the substitutes, number 26 that's on. Niall MacDonald. Monaghan push up. Remember, they have that numerical advantage. Again, he has no option but to go long. He's aiming for Kieran Byrne. Micheál McCarville. There's pushing by Monaghan. McCarville was not pushing. He was fielding, to his credit. Not too sure about that.
Not sure. Sean Herson was saying 22, pushed on 17. It's just a key decision at this time.
Kiki is on. That's Kieran Keenan. Good player. Good corner forward. So Kieran Keenan is on, and James Maguire has played out of his skin. Heroic. But will he be playing in All-Ireland semi-final? Tommy Dernan gets past Micheál McCarville. Sam Mulroy. 4 minutes to go. 1 point between the teams. Tommy Dernan again. Craig Lennon. Can't lose the possession there. Tommy Dernan again. Micheál McCarville staying goal side of him. McCarville falls. Dernan. Backfires Craig Lennon. Sudden burst of speed, and it's that man again, MacDonald. Going for the point, going for the equaliser. Peggy MacDonald is the man. The size level for the 9th time. A sudden burst of speed, like Stephen O'Hanlon on the Monaghan side. He just took off.
Just phenomenally, just arced his run absolutely perfectly. We've seen the straight run from him earlier when he fisted it over the bar that time. He just came round in the loop and put down the foot. Brilliant score.
67 minutes on your screen now. And it's Louth, sides level, 24 points each. Byrne is going for it again. He has a swagger, he has a confidence, he has the point. What a score.
And once again, from a kick-out won by that man, Darren MacDonald, released Kieran Byrne. Those fast attacks certainly work well for Louth, have done all day. Brilliant finish by Byrne. Pressure on Monaghan now. 25
points to 218. And Louth have the possession again, or almost had it. Ball bounced away from Sam Mulroy. The ball is available again. Sam Mulroy chips it out for his Kieran Downey. Back again for his midfielder Paul Matthews. The clock says 67 minutes and 43 seconds. Tommy Dernan spreads it over to the wing to Sam Mulroy. Possession now is absolutely crucial. Retaining it, or indeed sending it between the posts, or indeed killing it, because that will slow things down. Getting the ball inside. Good, oh, lovely pickup. Under severe pressure, Sammy Mulroy. Here comes Kieran Byrne. It's his 3rd point. Kieran Byrne. St. Moctus. 3 points against Dublin. 3 points against Monaghan. Can you believe it? They've played with 14 players since the 6th minute. They now lead by 2. 68 minutes and 27 seconds. Monaghan look absolutely wrecked. Louth have the momentum. Ball is inside. Craig Lennon has to give it short in for his Ryan Burns. What's he going to do? He's going to put it between the post and over the bar. Scenes of joy in the county of Louth. Can you imagine what it's like on the Louth-Monaghan border? Louth Village, Hackballs Cross, Racedown, Shannon Park. Can they get to the All-Ireland final? All-Ireland semi-final. Let's not get carried away ourselves here. Semi-final is at stake. Ball is sent in. 1 minute to go less. 3 points between them. Monaghan have to get something out of this. Here comes the shot dropping in. Goalkeeper comes out, fisted away. Back outside. Again, on the goal line is Niall MacDonald. The milkman from St. Feckin's, from Termafeckin, gets it down to the 3-point scorer, Kieran Byrne. On the clock, 69 minutes and 24 seconds. Great work by Ryan O'Toole. They have to get a goal out of this. Here comes Micheál Bannigan, giving it inside. O'Hanlon trying to cut inside. They have to stop the shot. Backfires out. McCarron blocked out, and that is a free that's going to be given with the clock at 69 minutes and 45 seconds. Referee Sean Hurston is given the free. They kick it, quickly taken, and the ball is given away, and Louth have it. 69 years they've been waiting for a place in the All-Ireland semi-final. Not since 1957 have Louth been in an All-Ireland football semi-final, and today they've done it. The heroes of 57 have now got the heroes of 26. Gavin Devlin has done a remarkable job with 14 players, with Sean Cavanagh sent off. Sean Callahan sent off after 6 minutes. The gods are in their favour. The people of Louth are celebrating. It's absolutely an awesome display by a wee county who hasn't been in an All-Ireland semi-final since 1957. When players like Kevin Lynch, players like Dermot O'Brien, the great accordion player, was part of that team. Now Louth have new heroes. Sam Mulroy, so many others. Darren MacDonald, James Maguire, Conor Grimes, Kieran Downey. It is an awesome display. For Rory Beggan and Monaghan, it's heartbreak. But the day belongs, unequivocally, unquestionably, to the people in red, people of County Louth. The full-time score in Croke Park on a historic day for Louth, for Gaelic football. Louth with 14 players for most of the game. Louth 27. Monaghan 2 goals in 18.